Ready? There we go.
The 7th Army Training Command is the U.S. Army's largest overseas training command, setting the training environment and resourcing live and virtual training for all U.S. Army forces stationed and deployed in Europe, as well as select U.S. European Command, Allied, and partner units. We provide and project ready combat credible forces to U.S. Army Europe and Africa, as well as U.S. European Command, while testing and strengthening interoperability with allies and partners to support theater operations and drive readiness within NATO. The 7th ATC Commander maintains senior responsible officer authority over all U.S. Army personnel in the German state of Bavaria, including 2 U.S. Army garrisons spread across 7 installations with approximately 51,000 soldiers, civilians, families, and host nation employees. 7ATC maintains training and readiness authority over 3 of U.S. Army Europe and Africa's assigned combat brigades. The command is uniquely positioned to organically train and resource these units through the entire training process, culminating in a world-class combat training center using a theater-specific scenario tailored to the mission and requirements of the training organization. The 2nd Cavalry Regiment, based in Bielefeld, Germany, is a Stryker Brigade combat team, the only unit equipped with the 30mm Dragoon Stryker and the automated Javelin firing system. 2CR is the premier anti-tank formation and the longest-serving cavalry regiment in the U.S. Army. The 41st Field Artillery Brigade, reactivated at Grafenwehr, Germany in 2018, provides U.S. European Command organic, long-range, precision strike-capable, multiple-launch rocket systems. The 12th Combat Aviation Brigade is the core of U.S. Army aviation in Europe. The Griffins provide lethal attack aviation, rotary and fixed wing lift to support U.S. European Command, allies, and partners. The approximately 17,000 soldiers, their families, and our civilian personnel live and work primarily in the 2 U.S. Army garrisons in Bavaria, with a 660 million euro impact in and around our 7 communities. The U.S. Army Garrison Ansbach military community is located in the Franconian region of Bavaria and is spread across 9 caserns around the cities of Ansbach and Illesheim. USAG Ansbach is home to the 12th Combat Aviation Brigade, 5-4 Air Defense Artillery Battalion, and hosts 2 of the 3 active-duty regionally aligned brigades in Europe, while supporting more than 6,000 soldiers, civilians, and family members. U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria provides integrated base support for Army personnel in Grafenwehr, Bielefeld, Hohenfels, and Garmisch, along with Grafenwehr training area camps that support U.S. and multinational rotational forces and training troop presence. The training areas at Grafenwehr, Bielefeld, and Hohenfels have been significant training facilities for U.S. Army Europe and NATO since World War II. Garmisch is also home to the George C. Marshall European Center for Security Studies. The Joint Multinational Readiness Center is the Army's only combat training center outside the United States. JMRC provides a mobile training capability to Europe that trains leaders, staffs, and units up to brigade combat team-sized elements and multinational partners to dominate in the conduct of unified land operations anywhere in the world, now and in the future. Training Support Activity Europe provides training support across the U.S., European, and Africa Command's areas of responsibility, both at home station and deployed forward to support expeditionary and contingency requirements. TACE ensures the range and training area has been surveyed and provides tailored training packages, complete with subject matter experts. Joint Multinational Simulation Center better prepares soldiers and units for a wide variety of mission sets in support of geographic and functional component commands' theater engagement strategies focused on EUCOM, AFRICOM, CENTCOM, SOCOM, and NATO. The Combined Arms Training Center coordinates or delivers individual training and professional education for U.S. Army soldiers, Department of the Army and host nation civilians, and multinational partners in classes ranging from jumpmaster and air assault to small arms maintenance, medical, and hazardous material drivers. CAT-C provides an average of 600 training events and 85 mobile team training courses per year for approximately 13,500 military and civilian personnel, including 325 allies and partners from 20 different countries. The 7th Army Non-Commissioned Officer Academy trains and develops future leaders who are adaptive, disciplined, and ready to lead effectively at the squad and team levels. We inspire soldiers to be creative problem solvers, physically fit, resilient, and grounded in Army values and the warrior ethos. We train U.S. and multinational soldiers in person or virtually using the Basic Leader course curriculum from the NCO Leadership Center of Excellence. The command oversees the Joint Multinational Training Group Ukraine mission, focused on training center development and doctrinal assistance to the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Using a train-the-trainer approach, the Yavoriv Combat Training Center is manned by 9-month deployments from Army National Guard Brigade combat teams, augmented by NATO allies and partners who mentor and advise Armed Forces of Ukraine observer coach trainers to train their own formations. More than 15,000 Ukrainians have trained at the CTC since the program started in 2015. The Georgia Defense Readiness Program Training Mission mentors and trains Georgian Armed Forces at the invitation of the Georgian Ministry of Defense. 7ATC maintains tactical control of regionally allocated troops that improve collective European defense capabilities and readiness by validating institutional capacity to organize, train, and sustain a military force to accomplish national missions or act as a part of a NATO or coalition framework. Approximately 3,600 Georgian soldiers have trained at the Combat Training Center Vaziani since the program started in 2018. The battlefield continues to change. Domains and the operating environments are in constant evolution. Winning matters. We are modernizing to provide the most lethal and capable combat formations on planet Earth. 7th ATC integrates the total Army with over 1,500 Guard and Reserve members using the Overseas Deployment Training Program and the Troop Construction Program to participate in training exercises as well as facilitate mission training and deployments to Kosovo and Joint Multinational Training Group Ukraine. We have integrated approximately 60 team members from the Guard and Reserve from 30 states to fill mission-critical ADOS tours in our staff and formations, such as public affairs, medical, dental, legal, and logistics. Forward in Europe amongst our nation's closest allies, we are uniquely positioned to identify gaps in our ability to interoperate as a joint multinational force. We find these gaps through training and exercising together, virtually and live, distributed and consolidated, and then find solutions to feed back into our Army and NATO. 7th ATC continues to set the training environment and enable the U.S. Army's ability to build, train, and project ready, lethal forces.